Welcome to a day in the life of an Oxford student. In this video, I'm going to bring you on this journey through a normal day in my life and also answer some questions I normally get as an Oxford student. I hope you enjoy. I always like to start my day off with some exercise, so here I am walking to uni parks to play some football. One of the questions I get asked a lot as well, what's the workload like at Oxford? How are you able to play football for or do sports 2 hours, 1.5 hours a day? And the reality is workload is tough, it's not easy, but at the same time I think if you put effort into it, be disciplined, work hard, train hard, you will find time in your day. So every single day I force myself to do exercise for at least an hour, normally around an hour and a half, and try to keep that exercise up because I think that's very important. Just look at this, it's just one of those things in Oxford where you just sit around in these beautiful parks and just look at how beautiful it is, just absolutely amazing. We've just finished our football training. I'm going to head back to my apartment to do some work, but on the way I'm going to do some groceries. In preparation for Oxmas, the Christmas lights have indeed been put out. I'm someone who's very keen on starting the day right, so we're going to be starting off with a nice breakfast of some chicken breast, some fermented cabbage, some eggs, some avocados and some raspberries. I'm going to eat my breakfast and then I'm going to head off to do a bit of reading. Filing is something very important for Oxford life, especially since you're writing loads of papers and loads of essays all the time. It's very important to make sure everything is in the right place. So I do try to start the day off with filing, putting away the folders and essays I've written in the past week or this week in the right place so I know where exactly everything is when I need to go revise for collections or my exams. Now off to write my essay on Hegel and Schleiermacher. Working with two monitors is very helpful to make sure that I have an efficient access to my notes and also my essay at the same time, so I don't need to flip between different screens. For lunch, we've cooked up some steak, some onions, some corn, and finishing off the avocado we had for breakfast. I'm a very big fan of cooking for myself just because I know exactly what's going into my food, so it's more healthy and more delicious as well. And it doesn't take too long to cook. When I'm eating lunch, normally I'll put on a podcast or watch some infographics just to learn some new stuff which I'm not really sure about, or just kind of get my mind off thinking about philosophy all day. And that's a new way to just learn about different things. Back to work in the afternoon before we then go off and head to our tutorial. It's currently drizzling and I am on my way into college for a tutorial. My tutorial is on 19th century theology. We're talking about impact of Darwinism on the 19th century faith. So that's going to be an interesting tutorial. We're going to be heading over to college. The water is quite rapid around me, you can see behind me, and it's an absolutely beautiful sight. Sometimes I do complain it raining in Oxford, but I do have to admit it does give this town a bit of a different aesthetic, and it is actually quite nice and therapeutic. Walking down Pusey Street straight to Regent's Park College where I have my tutorials. I'll see you afterwards. After the tutorial, I spend the afternoon in the Philosophy Theology Library, doing a bit of reading and making the most of the standing desks that they have, which I do like. I could do some calf raises while I'm doing my reading, so all the better.
By the time I finished my reading, it is already pitch black outside. I'm now heading down to Christchurch to watch Cinema Paradiso, which is being shown by the Italian Film Society. It is a beautiful movie which I love. I grew up with it and it was an absolutely amazing movie, so I can't wait to go check it out.
Absolutely beautiful movie. Now, time to walk back home, do a bit more work, and then head to bed. Finishing the day with a short talk on the Incarnation, which I'll be giving back when I get back to Hong Kong. I hope you've enjoyed this short day in the life video. Let me know if you want more or have any questions about Oxford Life. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.